Well, we are back with another preview of the playoff matchups coming up later on this week in high school football. I am here in the studio, Jason Hutton back in his attic, I guess we can say, and Brett Bakita, of course, where you see him a lot of Friday nights in his basement. Guys, Division One, let's start it there. Rockford, of course, returns from that 2-week hiatus, beats Granville handily, might I add, but now they get a first round bye. Going to be interesting to see with Granville being the 2 seed in that district.
Well, it is interesting. And, you look at it with Hudsonville's situation where they weren't able to play in the regular season finale against Jenison. And so taking a forfeit loss, they fell from the 3 line to the 4 line, which makes, in my opinion, the 1 line less desirable. It's a tougher road, in my opinion, to be Rockford, because now you will likely have to beat Hudsonville in the semifinal and then Granville again in the district final. If you're Granville, you're going to have potentially a second round matchup with Traverse City West. And, no knock on the Titans, but tradition shows us, history shows us that when they've played against the OK Red, they have not done well.
It is. It's a tougher road, and that's not traditionally the way. You're absolutely right. I mean, usually if you win the OK Red, you're the 1 seed, then you're playing the 4 seed, which in this case would most likely be a Traverse City West. And ask any OK Red coach. They want to avoid anyone in the OK Red as long as they can. So it's interesting. I do think the Rockford momentum of getting back, playing football, what they did to Granville is going to be real interesting come playoff time because they know these teams. What I'm curious to see, guys, is any OK Red team really good when they get outside of the OK Red.
We will see, of course, West Ottawa hung with Rockford in that first meeting back in week 3, a 10-point game. So West Ottawa is much better than that winless record would indicate.
We're also assuming East Kent win in Hudsonville. I mean, we're also assuming a Hudsonville win. I mean, East Kent win. Hudsonville was very close.
In Division 2, another loaded district there. Mona Shore's the 1 seed. You have Byron Center, Forest Hills Central, Forest Hills Northern in the 4-5 matchup.
You need to talk about a strength of a district, and you see Caledonia as the 7 seed. I mean, that immediately tells you it's a really good district. I mean, I can't imagine Jenison's too terribly excited about having to play Caledonia again. I mean, it's a good football team. I know they didn't do so well against Rockford and Granville, but they're a team that's more than capable. And Tom Burrell, by the way, congratulations. This will be it for him retiring at Caledonia at the end of the season. So obviously they want to send him out with a couple of wins here in the playoffs. I think this is a really tough district. And when you talk about defending state champion, we know Byron Center's ceiling is incredibly high. Jenison, I think, is one of the most underrated teams in the entire area. I think they're really good. Brett, I think this is a really good district. You and I will get to see Forest Hills Central, Forest Hills Northern on Friday night. Excited. I think that'll be a great football game.
Yeah, think about it too, guys. When you look at history of these programs, how many teams in this district have at least gotten to a state championship game? I mean, it's pretty incredible, let alone won it. I mean, you go way back, granted, it was back in the 70s, but Forest Hills Northern. Forest Hills Central obviously has been there not too far ago. Tim McGee with both those programs, by the way. Then you look at Muskegon Mona Shores, defending state champs, obviously. Jenison has been to a state championship game. I mean, there's just a lot of tradition there. I love this district.
Seeds 1 through 4 are separated by 3 total points. I mean, that really speaks volumes. And you talked about Forest Hills Northern winning 4 straight. Trinidad Chambliss playing great football as well. Forest Hills Central's getting better as the year goes on. That will be our game of the week on the Fox 17 Blitz this Friday night. Coverage, of course, starts during Fox 17 News at 5 and 6.